Today's Daily Cyber number 73. I've been up since 4:44 a.m. I don't know what the significance of the number is, but I'm going to actually look it up a little bit later just to see numerology and just kind of see the significance of why 3 4s. What does that mean? It's funny, my mind's been going, it's been spinning. And I'm not going crazy, but my mind's been spinning. Lots of things I've been thinking about. And I wake up in the morning, and I don't know if you guys find this with yourself. You wake up and you're just kind of like, oh my God, like I gotta get something done, right? You kind of feel like this jackknife. And I'm waking up like that. So I've been sitting here this morning, and one of the things I do, and I was going to show you, but I put it away, is I write my journal as I get up, trying to write in the journals and just kind of download what's going on. And so as I'm sitting here, and I don't know if you guys see behind me, but there's my dream board. So I'm sitting there and I'm writing, I'm just like, oh, this is on my mind, this is on my mind. And I start looking at my dream board, and I'm like, hold on a second. I wanted to get a new SUV, got one. I wanted to be surrounded by monitors, right? Just actually surrounded by monitors, right? Just kind of that moon, kind of half moon setup. I'm like, oh, I want a new DSLR, got it. Want to be golfing. I'm golfing more. I'm taking lessons. So I'm like, hold on a second here. I set this board last year, I think it was. And then I'm looking through the board and I'm like, oh my God, I've accomplished like a lot of my goals, a lot of my dreams. So this weekend, I think what I'm going to do is take that down, go get another bristle board, and start working on my next project, and just kind of set out some of my dreams and just put it out there, right? In the sense of, there's things that you have to do, right? You have to set your intentions, set your expectations of what you want, and then of course do action toward it, but put the energy towards it. But I notice like some of the things, like I'm just trying to think, like some of the things like the SUV, I didn't put any energy into. It just, my car broke down, it manifested, and then boom, there it was. Like, and don't get me wrong, I had the financial backing of hard work and doing that to be able to afford it, but it kind of pushed me that way. You're probably thinking, okay, so Brandon, how does this have to do with cybersecurity? Well, on a positive note, we talk a lot about the doom and gloom of being hacked and compromised and all that. But the other side, like, if you have a dream of being a cybersecurity professional, dream big. Put on your board. Think about it. Like, if you want to consult with the Fortune 500 companies, put on your board. Like, get a picture of you in front of a boardroom, right? Just, take a picture, right? And have that visual imagery of you doing it. And you seeing it each day, sometimes consciously or subconsciously, like you're walking by, you're seeing it, will always keep you moving forward, right, towards your goal, right? I find we miss out a lot on that, is that we get busy in our lives. And that was my last video, was like life is distracting me. And then today, going through it, kind of just reminds me what I'm working towards personally for me. And then on there, I gotta remind myself, and I've just read it again, is why I'm doing it to help other people. So it's really good to set like dreams. Like, I remember a friend of mine said there's your goal, your big goal, and your big effing goal, like huge, massive goal, right, that you're gonna set for yourself. And don't set any limitations, right? Because don't get me wrong, if you come short, and I'll use numbers because a lot of us can relate to numbers. Say you set a goal of, I want to make $150,000 a year, and you're making 30, right? And you say, like, I'm going to make that I'm going to put my intentions out there. I'm going to set a goal. Then you start doing schooling. You start getting certifications. You start doing all that. And you work really hard, get some experience, get mentoring, do some, side work and all that, really to get your expertise up. And then say in a year you make, 90,000. Like, you went from 30 to 90. And then say year 2 you make 120. Are you really going to be that upset you didn't reach 150? No, because you progress so drastically from 30 to 90, all right? And if you keep going with that momentum, you potentially will succeed $150,000, right, per year. But the intention is that that's your goal you're working towards. If you fall a little bit short, that's okay, right? It's nothing wrong with it. You don't have to have that specific measurement, right? I remember on the board I think it was a Mazda CX-5 on the board. It was a picture of that, and I got a Subaru. I still got an SUV. It's still white. I mean, it's still awesome. So just having the mindset, it doesn't have to be granular, micro specific. It can be macro, right? It can be close to that goal and close enough that you got to value and appreciate. Oh my God. Like, if I have a goal of reaching 185 pounds and I get 190, 5 pounds, that will come off fairly quickly, and in relative terms, in the sense of, 2-3 weeks, eating right, exercising, being healthy, not trying to starve myself, but doing that with 2-3 weeks, 5 pounds should come off fairly quickly, right? As long as I maintain my routine. When you're doing cybersecurity certifications, anywhere from 30 days to 6 months, should be able to roll out, certifications, depending how intense they are, and your learning curve, should be able to do that, right? I know me, I'm taking a lot longer, but I had life coming up, and you know what? I'm not even going to rationalize it. Things that happen, life comes up, but I'm still working towards it, right? And this is what the goal is, and I think that's one of the things I'm going to put on my board too. So that's my morning. That's what's going on. Again, comment below. Love to hear your feedback, kind of what you're going through, your journey. And I'm gonna go take a nap. To be honest, I'm gonna go take a nap for like an hour or two. I got a meeting this morning, so I'm gonna take a nap for about an hour. Get up, do my routine, get ready, do some studying, have a meeting. And then have a day of studying because it's raining outside. I was going to go golfing today, but have a full day of studying and keep up with my my routine. So guys, I will see you a little bit later. What a crappy day outside. Rainy, just kind of a terrible day. But I got a lot of studying done. I need to review. My practice test is tomorrow. See where I'm at. And see what I can get on in my practice test. Got some studying. Want to do a little bit more Python, but I had to run some errands today. But I got two and a half hours of CompTIA security studying under my belt, and I know I'm 80%, 90% ready. Now it's just practice tests just to make sure that I'm getting it down. And then over and above that, I want to start getting into more Python programming because I know I'm going to have to balance each out to break into the industry and to do my own thing, right? And to be a cybersecurity professional means I'm going to have to put some sweat equity in of consulting with people, doing talks and presentations, and even maybe volunteering my time at companies, doing whatever I can to get the experience that companies are looking for. Other than that, that's kind of really what I've been working on today. I had to let my Honda Accord go today. I was at the motor vehicle place and just signed off my car just because it broke down. It's 2001. It was time to go. I didn't want to keep investing money into an older car. Other than that, that's really about it. I mean, I talked about goals this morning, and I want you to really think about that as we're ending out this video. Is what is your big effing goal, right? And what are you doing strategically to get to that goal, right? And it's not you're going to get there in 60 days and 90 days. That's not the objective. It's to be how you can work towards it now to get there in 4 years, 5 years, right? And even if you're there, if you're 80% close to that goal, you know, you're so close to completing it, right? And if maybe 80% is perfect, maybe that's what you really want. So who knows? I mean, you tell me, comment below, but keep working towards something that's really big. I know for me, cybersecurity, helping people is the biggest thing for me. Being able to educate, protect them personally as well as professionally, right? And make sure that they have, you know, their security in place so they can protect all facets, all assets, right? So if it's company or if it's personal, you know, you look at your family, your friends, your computers at home, your webcam, whatever that may be. And I mean, it's scary. The horror stories that I read and more really makes me realize, you know, there's such a dark side to technology that a lot of people, and I was talking to someone, I think it was yesterday, and just kind of going through, and he was asking me questions, and by the end of the conversation, he goes, "This is not known." Like, and he was in a position where he was recommending products to clients, but didn't realize that there's a potential of, you know, a vulnerability in them being compromised because some of his products had like geo-tracking and things like that. And I'm like, well, geo-tracking's not bad. I mean, I'm not saying it's good or bad. I'm just saying the only issue is that if someone hacks their phone and, you know, can track that information, well, guess what? Now they know where this person's going, what they're doing. If they have a schedule, they can track it. And it's all because this geo-tracking app that they had on it that tracked, you know, how you moved around through your day and locations and what you did. So they could tell if someone went to the gym, you know, at 9 a.m. every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, right? And then they went for an hour and a half. Like, so all these things that people take for granted because of the CIA, confidentiality, data integrity, and availability. A lot of companies are looking at data integrity and availability. They're not looking at confidentiality because confidentiality takes away from accessibility, right, or availability, because the more secure you make it, the harder it is to get in and get access to it. So they decrease confidentiality and security for availability. So it's hard. It's hard to, you know, that game. But if you're a client of that software, you need to know. You need to know what's the security. You need to know how it protects you. And if it doesn't, you need to be aware of that as well, because you could be opening yourself up to be compromised, right? To be hacked. So crazy world that we live in. So that's it for my video today. I'm going to edit this video, get this done, and then start working on a little bit more Python programming, hopefully tonight. We'll see how I feel when I get this done. So just don't forget, software's hackable, being connected is vulnerable. I'll see you next video.